What's up, everybody? The Iceman here on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel on this Thursday afternoon. And yeah, last night, man, NXT, Ring of Honor, Lucha Underground, all in the 8 o'clock time slot, followed by 2-hour TNA Impact Wrestling on Destination America, which followed Ring of Honor on Destination America. And yeah, it was a good night of wrestling. And when was the last time we were able to see anything like this on one given night? We haven't. Let's face it. I think we are blessed with a lot of wrestling lately, and not just one promotion. It's just many promotions. And like I always say, the more the merrier. Um, just being a big fan of the world of professional wrestling, uh, because you do get tired just watching one promotion after a while, especially if their storylines start to become a little bit stagnant and they don't seem to go anywhere, or they become a little bit redundant and nothing seems to change. So you sort of like get a little bored with it. But now you get a little bored with it, you have other options to choose from. Last night's TNA wrestling show was a pretty good one. I'm not going to review it. Uh, I will say this, I'm looking forward to next week. And I also will say this, since uh, the beginning of January, when TNA moved to Destination America, I think their shows have been pretty solid all the way through to this present point in time. And hopefully they remain that way. And last night was really no different. Ring of Honor, it's an hour show, pretty much the same thing. They're always pretty solid. There's a lot of people that call them, minor league uh, type wrestling, but in all honesty, Ring of Honor is actually probably the best quality wrestling there is in the world today, other than New Japan Pro Wrestling. And Lucha Underground is no slouch either. They have some good storylines. They have some amazing talent down there as well, and it's fun to watch. And we all know about NXT. Some of the people that have been brought up to the main roster of the WWE through NXT, names like Neville, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn made an appearance, and of course Samoa Joe will be in NXT working. He already has, basically, he had a match prior uh, to one of the WWE shows with Tyson Kidd, where Tyson Kidd was injured with some sort of spinal cord injury. I don't know the details about this, but Tyson could be out for quite some time. Unfortunately, I don't know if Joe's getting any heat by the WWE for this, but hey, things happen, as we all know. Um, but yeah, even back in the heyday of wrestling, we never had four wrestling shows on one night, let alone having three on at the same time. I mean, you can't really ask for anything better than that. And Wednesday nights is a huge night in the world of professional wrestling. You can't really say it's not. I mean, it's gigantic. And this is the thing, all the wrestling people out there that like professional wrestling, some will go with watching Lucha, some will go with watching NXT, and some will go with watching Ring of Honor. And yeah, and then of course that 9 o'clock hour is pretty good too, because TNA gets to air by itself with no competition. And of course, this is very helpful for TNA. Uh, I will say this, after watching the show uh, last night, the 2 hours just soar right past you. I mean, you no sooner start watching it and then it's over. I mean, unfortunately, you can't say this about some promotions where if you have a 2 hour show or a 3 hour show, you fight to get through it. And it's not always that case, but for me, for a long time, it has been. And but yeah, TNA is just goes, from beginning to end, and you say, where'd the time go? So anyhow, I did watch a 2009 Raw last night with my nephew Matt, It was from June 15th, 2009, and it was a really good show. Chris Jericho, the Intercontinental Champion, faced Rey Mysterio for the title. We also saw a fatal four-way match for a vacant WWE title. It was Randy Orton, Big Show, Triple H, and John Cena. Randy Orton ended up becoming the new WWE champion. But later on that night, they had a 10-man battle royal for the number one contender. It came down to Cena and Triple H, and Triple H caught Cena off guard and threw him over the top rope. So Triple H, the number one contender at that particular date and time. We also saw a triple threat match with CM Punk as the World Heavyweight Champion face Jeff Hardy and Edge. Another really good match. So I enjoyed watching that. There was a lot of good stuff that went on in that show. Vince McMahon said he was selling Raw and he sold it to Donald Trump. And Donald Trump announced that the following week, which would have been on the 22nd of June, Raw was going to be aired for 3 hours with no commercials. So it was a great time back then. When do you ever really see a Raw with all title matches on all night long? It was great. It was a special 3-hour show. So anyway, peace out, everybody. Have yourself a great day. And remember, Wednesday nights is now the new huge night for the world of professional wrestling. We'll see you all next time.